I'm Mark Lambert, and today we're out on the Dabbs farm, and we're talking today on the uptick in soybean prices and the commodity prices in general. Looking at soybean prices, you know, the market, we saw a big uptick in the prices starting right around the middle of December, and as of yesterday, I think it went down a little bit, but bean prices are hovering right around $13.20. That's on the March contracts, but the November contracts, the market is seeing an inversion where we're seeing $11 on new crop soybeans for next year. Corn prices, they've also seen an uptick in price. They're hovering somewhere around the $5 range. A big reason the prices are going the way that they are for our farmers or the commodity markets is just due to the fact that the WASDE report came out. We have high exports going to China. I think we're up 77% this year from last year in going to China, primarily due to the export market and the trade deals that have been going on. Primarily that's all in soybeans. Our supply is down. Our stocks to use is probably the lowest it's been in 2 decades, which is also driving that price of our commodity markets up.
As Mark mentioned, the uptick in prices was definitely welcomed by us, especially if you had some beans or corn or rice left in your bins from the 2020 crop. That $13 or more, depending on when you could sell, was definitely attractive. But there was a lot of beans that were still booked in the $9 range back earlier in 2020 because you just didn't know this was going to happen. So, you know, like I said, the uptick into that $13 was great if you still had some crop to sell. So we had a little bit still in our bins, so definitely took advantage of that. Looking forward into 21, I don't think our crop rotation will change a whole lot. We're kind of set between kind of a third each of corn, rice, and beans. So we kind of like to keep that rotation. Last year in 2020, we did drop some corn acres due to the wet spring and not be able to get all of it planted and due to some prices. So I believe we'll move those corn acres back up to what we traditionally plant. But as far as soybeans, I think we'll stay pretty close to about the same. I think talking to our neighbors about their planting intentions for this year in 21, I think you'll definitely see an increase in corn and soybean acres from what we saw last year. And like I said, some of that's due to weather conditions and if we have a dry spring, and also the price.
This year, I think your bean acres, they'll start creeping back up to that 3 million mark, and then corn acres, I would suspect somewhere around 700,000, 750,000 acres of corn. So that's kind of my crystal ball.
Always optimistic for a better year. If we weren't optimistic, we'd be in bad shape in this business. So yeah, like I said, the outlook is looking a lot better going into this year. You know, we definitely with better prices, but we've just got to watch our inputs and try to stay on top of those, and hopefully they don't raise too much. You know, diesel fuel price has gone up as well, so we've booked all that, and like I mentioned earlier, gone ahead and pre-booked some fertilizer and seed and chemicals, so try to take advantage of some of those lower prices right now. But yeah, I think everybody's got a little more pep in their step going into this year than we did last year for sure.